10. Now, unlocking it is as easy as looking at it and swiping up. And, let's try that again. Ho, ho, ho. Let's go to backup here. Ho, ho, ho. Let's go to backup here.
What's up everyone, this is Talk is Tech, and today I'm going to be explaining sort of what happened at Apple's event and why the Face ID didn't really work and what this means for the iPhone X. Let's get started. So a lot of you who are probably watching this video have probably seen the Apple Keynote for the iPhone 8 and iPhone X and multiple other Apple devices that are going to be released in the near future. So basically, when Apple was displaying the iPhone X, they showed off a little video that basically showed how precise this thing is, and it showed all the sensors at the top of the iPhone, explaining there's certain cameras, certain sensors that will be able to pick up depth perception and things like that, so that way it'll use your face to unlock the phone rather than using Touch ID. This is specific to the iPhone X. Now, if you look at the top, the iPhone X has a flood illuminator sensor. So basically what this does is they said that this will actually be able to project dots on your face, and the sensor will be able to detect how far those dots are. That is one factor that will be able to recognize your face and unlock the phone even in the dark. There's even an IR sensor that will be able to pick up more data from your face and see how it can be used to unlock the phone, or whether it's someone else who's unlocking the phone. Basically, it can differentiate your face from a picture, or if it's in the dark. It's pretty complex on how this works. So it creates this 3D render, and if it matches your face from the setup process in the beginning, the phone will unlock. So using Touch ID, there's a 1 in 100,000% chance of someone being able to unlock your phone with their thumb. But with Face ID, there's a 1 in a million chance of them being able to unlock your phone. So Apple is going on to say how great this is, how accurate and how amazing this is, and how this feature is for the iPhone and how it'll unlock and it's really accurate and precise. And then when Craig Federici comes on stage, basically the guy that's going to show off the demo of Face ID and the new features of the iPhone X, the first attempt did not work.
iPhone 10. Now, unlocking it is as easy as looking at it and swiping up. And, let's try that again. Ho, ho, ho. Let's go to back.
He tried it again and it didn't work again. So basically, first time on stage with the brand new software, brand new hardware for the phone. This is like the moment they're showing off the new feature, and it doesn't work. So already before the keynote, there were rumors basically saying that Face ID would not work and stuff. So this is sort of confirming that from other people's perspective, and it's really not giving them a great feel for how this phone's going to be. They think the whole thing's not even going to work right. So luckily this is just one feature of the phone. But basically, because of this moment, people are thinking the phone's going to be trash. Now, I just want to put my opinion out there and sort of go on to explain why I think this was a mess up and why this doesn't accurately represent the iPhone X and what it's capable of. So first of all, just because it messed up once on stage does not mean it's going to be a flop. This is just one feature of the iPhone X, and one feature does not determine the whole iPhone. Also, on top of that, Apple has messed up before in the past on stage. If you do remember the keynote from all the way back, Steve Jobs was presenting the iPhone 4 versus the iPhone 3GS, something like that, and he was showing off how fast the internet speeds were for the iPhone 4 versus the 3GS, and the 3GS actually won in the keynote.
You could help me out if you're on Wi-Fi, if you could just get off. I'd appreciate it. We're having a little problem here. We're going to switch over to some backups here.
Now, this was because everyone was using the Wi-Fi and it had to do with bandwidth and things like that. This wasn't the phone's fault, but this basically at the time showed people that the 4 was like slower than the 3GS, and basically Steve Jobs made everyone get off the Wi-Fi, and then the 4 was actually faster. But that just shows that Apple has messed up in the past at the keynotes. So to me, the iPhone X messed up at the keynote because of the preparation. So I'm going to explain why. So before the keynote, Apple actually had to prepare for this. They had to prepare for this keynote in a way so that way they can present everything properly. Well, I'm guessing it was kind of rushed, and when the iPhone X was put on stage ahead of time, so that way Craig Federici could actually use it to show off the demo. What I think happened was backstage before all this happened was the phone was given to other people, and through that process of giving it to other people and while the phone was being put on the stage, the phone may have recognized faces that wasn't Craig Federici's, which means that the sensor may have recognized someone else's face, and then it would have been attempt 2 when it recognized another person's face, and then attempt 3. And then basically by the time Craig Federici saw it, it locked up because it's seen too many incorrect faces. Sort of like on Touch ID, when you scan your finger too many times incorrectly, the phone will lock up and make you type in your password. That's sort of what happened with Face ID. So it's not a matter of the sensor, it's a matter of the software and the preparation. What they should have done was they should have had a phone that hasn't been scanned before by other people's faces, if that makes any sense. Which they actually did. They had a backup model just for this reason, and they ended up using it. But you don't need to worry about this phone being a flop because this is just one mistake. Also, this is just one feature on the phone, and the iPhone X is going to be released about a month or two delayed after the iPhone 8. So this basically means that Apple's going to have time with the software to get out all the bugs and stuff, so that way when you do get the phone, it's going to be way better than they showed off at the Apple event. So that's just my 2 cents. Basically, I think that the demo was just a slip up. It had to do with the preparation, not so much with the sensor or the software itself. That's about it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, peace.